Okay. Today we're going to talk about how can we set up firewalls. So firewall setup is what we are going to talk about. But that firewall is just a network security system that monitors incoming and outgoing packets based on predefined rules. So it helps us to filter kind of packet that is coming to our system or leaving the system. So if the packet that is coming is not in line or it's not trying to obey rules, and then that packet is not going to allow in. So take a firewall to be a barrier between trusted and untrusted network. So the trusted network is your network, local area network, and the untrusted network is the internet. You don't know what is coming from that place. So there'll be like checkup. It's like moving from one country to another. There'll be like checkup things there. Sure, check out, or do you have visa, passport, all those things, check. The same thing in firewall also. Firewall also check all those things based on certain rules that is being set up. So first of all, we move to settings. We open it with Windows plus I. Windows plus I, it will open settings for you. So let's move on. And then you move to network and internet. And then go to advanced network settings. And then you go to Windows Firewall. And from here you move to advanced settings, and then make sure you allow, because what you are going to do is not, if you're a normal user, you can't change anything here. So that's why they gave you that prompt to accept. So here is what we are going to do. So we have Windows Defender Firewall, but this now we are in advanced settings. Sure. So we have something here: inbound rules and outbound rules. So the inbound rules, if you can check, there's a logo here. The arrow is going to the wall, and then the outbound, the arrow is coming from the wall. So for you to remember this thing, inbound a packet that is coming to your system, and then outbound rules or outbound packets, a packet that is going out from your system. So inbound rules check the packet that is coming to your system, whether it meets certain kind of rules. And then outbound also the same thing, it check packet that is moving out of your system. So today we just going to talk about all this thing, inbound and outbound. We won't go deep because of the size of the video. So there's a lot of things here. Let me maximize it. So there's profile, action, override, program. So this is where the firewall is working. So the part that firewall is taking control of. So this is where the firewall is protecting. That's the part. The program that is firewall is protecting. And the local address, remote address, local address, your address, and then remote is the internet aspect. Protocols and language acceptable by two computers to talk. So let's just take two Chinese people can talk using China language, or Chinese. So Chinese and Ghanaian can talk unless they know a common language. They say English. They can talk, used to talk or communicate. The same thing when it comes to computer or IT aspects. So we have protocols. So protocols also be like language that computer use to communicate. So there's a lot of protocols here. For the TCP, UDP is for the transport protocol. For now, we're not going there. Okay, and then the port is just a number assigned to processing of occurring a system. Sorry, sure. So number you assigned, that's the port are all numbers. So there are numbers assigned to process that is currently running on your system. So let's examine how things are done here. So I want to find one. Software installed. Okay, let's say Firewall. I have done some kind of thing. That's why you see it come like a lock here. So you can disable this rule. You can cut it, paste, and then even delete it from. But now we are going to check the property of how the firewall is actually is. So this is a rule. The rule is protecting this part. So on your drive and the programs, Mozilla Firefox is what this firewall rule is protecting. It's now enabled, means it's working. And then you can change some kind of settings here. You can say allow the connection if it is authenticated and then integrated protection, or require connection to be encrypted. So require privacy in addition to integrity and then authentication. So I normally prefer this one. So you can also do the same thing there. There's a lot of things that you can do, but for now we won't talk about all these things because it's out of scope for this video. You understand? So let's go back, and then you can also block this connection. When the connection is coming from this, you block it. It won't come to the system. That is it. The same thing applies for. You have this similar interface. Let me just pick up anyone. See the same thing, same interface. So if you can create a firewall or inbound or outbound rule. See, there's a new rule here. So you can click on it. For now, we're not going to talk about rule setting. So the program that you want to select, port, and then predefined, and then a custom rule. So this is what we are going to do. So I'm going to put on the program, and then next, so a part of the program. For now, let me try and get some program. Let me get some program. What program should I even use it for? Let me just say this one. Let me just take this one to copy the part. So let me paste it here. Let me take the from. Then we continue. So allow the connection to be secure. That is it. I can also make it put it here. And then only for this one is a lot of things. So allow authorized users. I'll skip this one. I'll skip this one too. So when does make sure it's applied to all domain, private, public, everywhere. And the name, let me just say testing. Let's say testing rule. Testing. You can write how to for you to understand this firewall. You can describe it or something like it. So it's not compulsory. So I've created our firewall. So you see this my firewall here, testing. So you can also go in property and then you can modify things here. That is how you can create firewall. Okay, so that can firewall. You can do the same thing with the inbound also. It's the same procedure, the same step. So that's how you create firewall or you modify firewall. So firewall is not limited big. It's just a rules and regulation, and then now you have to modify to make the system obey certain rules. That is all. So it's not a big deal. Okay, it's nothing. Sometimes people see firewall to something big. Let's refresh it, and that is it. To rearrange. So thanks for watching. We'll be still doing a lot of videos to be learning small. Thank you.